Alright guys, so instead of playing through the entire game again with evil karma, I decided to just show you guys all the choices that we had to make and every cutscene in the game. Now, there isn't really that many differences between good and bad karma in this game, but it does branch off in Infamous 2. And the things that change are phone calls, the way people react towards you, the way the environment looks. As you guys can see, it's pretty damn dark. And a few other things, they're minor things, but I'm also showing you guys at the end I unlocked the evil finish and the hard finish trophies, and I will be doing the side missions and everything in evil karma to make up for not playing the game and showing you guys what it's like being evil. But you also get red lightning as well as red and black lightning if you go truly infamous with the race sphere. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please remember to hit this video up with a like and favorite, and this video will sum up the entire game pretty much for you anyway, so here we go.
While sliding into unconsciousness, I could somehow, I don't know, hear the voices of the dying. Thousands crushed by falling buildings or burned alive in the fires. Trish lost her sister, almost lost me. Zeke was always there, somehow sure that I'd wake up, while outside the city fell apart. A plague struck, followed by rioting, theft, rapes, civilization committing suicide. In a bullshit attempt to contain the biological threat, the federal government locked down all access in and out of the city. Now we're stuck in this cage with the psychos. Cops are all but gone off the streets, either dead or too chicken shit to stand against the gangs that control things now. Outside, things were bad. But inside me, something was beginning. Scary as hell at first. Gotta understand, there was no one to talk to, no experts to consult. But with time, I'm learning to control it, master it. Just hope it's not too late. Damn, too late. That's when I caught my first sight. The Reapers. Before the blast, they were just a bunch of junkies dealing drugs. Now, they own the Neon District. Taking whatever they want. That changes today. A lot of food here. Enough to feed the three of us for weeks, maybe longer. Bet if I fry a couple people in the crowd, the rest will run away. The food will be all ours, but some of these guys might starve.
Man, that was harsh. Still, it'll keep us in victuals for a long time. I'll get this hauled out of here pronto.
Hey, Trish.
What's wrong with you? People are starving and you're stealing the only food they've seen in days?
I did it for us. To make sure we're taken care of.
I don't get you sometimes.
Take a look at this Sapphire City. The footage you're seeing was taken by a security camera near Ground Zero.
You're up on the big screen.
Destroyed our city, our lives. Someone from your family died? Well, now you know who to blame. If you know anything about this guy, let me know. Because we gotta get the word out on this terrorist. Whoever he is, we're gonna make him pay.
Ever been called a terrorist? All I remember from that day is going to work and then running for my life. That video, though. How'd I get that package? Why would I deliver a bomb? For who? Regardless, the consequences are everywhere. Whatever there'd been between Trish and me was gone. She didn't say a word, no emotion, nothing, just walked away. By then, people nearby were starting to recognize me. It was gonna get ugly. Even Zeke was giving me weird looks. He and I made quick plans to meet up at Stampton Bridge. Try to get out of town. Just hope he shows. Because right now, I'm a little short on friends. Gonna have to get past those riot cops if we want out of here. If I fry a couple of the guards from inside the crowd, but I can trigger a riot. Help keep the heat off Zeke and me. Of course, that means a lot of innocent people will get the hell kicked out of them.
Please, I don't want to die! Let's get in there before this gets out of control.
The gate opened to a wall of razor wire machine guns. Zeke made a break for it, smashed in the gate to the decontamination unit, and fell headlong into the harbor. And I moved, faster than I knew I could. I was greeted by name. This FBI agent, Moya, had seen the footage of me at Ground Zero and came here to wait, figuring I'd try to escape, knowing I'd have powers. She explained that before the blast, her husband John had been assigned to infiltrate the First Sons, a shadowy group working on a project they called the Ray Sphere, a device designed to drain the neuroelectric energy from a group of people and concentrate it into an individual. She'd lost contact with John the night of the blast. Despite all her connections, Moya was losing hope. Yet she'd found me, somehow believing I could be trusted, ready to make me an offer. I go back to the city, find John in the Ray Sphere, and she'll get me out of the quarantine and clear my name. This whole Ray Sphere thing sounds crazy to me. Suddenly I'm a human light socket, so maybe I should cut her some slack.
What are you doing here? Did they see you?
I need to turn on the substation.
Are you out of your damn mind? The Reapers will kill my wife! No one is getting in here!
Open the door.
Screw you! I've jammed this thing up tight. No one is getting in or out until she's safe.
Poor guy. Still thinks he's protecting Lene. Doesn't change the fact that I need to get in there. I can either fry him and open the door that way, or tell him that his wife is dead. See if that gets him to back off.
Hey man, you ain't gonna believe this one. You know those areas in the city you've been clearing out? They're crime-free now. People are hanging up posters with your face on them.
Crack a few skulls and people get the message.
Ain't that the truth? By the way, I didn't want to say anything before, but, well, you're starting to look different. Dark, twisted, that kind of thing. It's not good for your complexion, brother.
You know what? I really don't care what people think of me. I'll talk to you later. If I turn that valve, I'll take another blast of crud to the face. Probably screw me up, send me on another mind trip. Or maybe I force this guy to do it for me. Go turn that valve or I'll fry you like a piece of bacon.
Now that the valves are off, you need to figure out how those maniacs are getting that...
Yeah, I think we're already screwed. The crowd was surprised to see the terrorists roll up and free their loved ones, but that wasn't enough for them. Risked my life to save their families, and they want to stone me in return. Ungrateful bastards. Decided to fry one of them, send a signal that I wasn't to be crossed. It's a lesson they won't soon forget. I looked around for John, but he wasn't there. Guess the search goes on. Reapers are all over the place up here. There's a weird metal keg attached to the water. I think I just made things worse. Tried to overcharge the pump.
A lot of extra tar just got released into the system, and that is bad news. Next time, blow up the keg.
Overcharging this pump will keep me high and dry. But it also means that everyone in this water main will get sick. Whose health means more? Mine or theirs?
careful if you keep dropping that crap into the water. Not making life any easier for the people in those buildings, Cole.
What the hell is going on up there? There are more sick people than ever. You're making things worse.
Sorry. It's the only way I can get this stuff off the water towers.
Yeah, right. You've been better off without your help.
You're dumping all kinds of tar into the system.
He leaped toward me, his icy fingers digging into my head. For a moment there was nothing, and then he started to show me things. Horrible things. Beyond description. And in that split second, I understood he was showing me the future. Death and destruction on an unimaginable scale. As he released me, I knew that he was responsible for all of it. That he had opened Pandora's box, and it wasn't ever gonna close, and that damn ray sphere was somehow involved. And then he was gone.
Don't take this the wrong way, Cole, but man, people are starting to say you're nothing more than a crazy psychopath. Running around frying everyone that gets in your way. That dark and crazy look on your face.
You got a problem with that?
Me? No way! If that's what it takes for us to get out of here, I say go nuts. I'll see you later.
You'll never control it, Cole. Look at me. Look at what it's done. It controls you.
Sasha was a piece of shit before the blast. But looking at her now, is this what my powers are gonna do to me? A warped body and twisted mind? Is that my future? Either way, she knows all about the First Sons and their ray sphere. If I'm gonna dig myself out of this hole, it starts with her talking right now. They came in fast. Smoke everywhere. Sasha got pulled out. Whoever they were pros, trained for this kind of thing. There was no time to think. Water was pouring in and the place was falling apart. With no way back, I went forward, into the slums of the Warren.
Holy crap, you're him! It's great what you're doing, the way you're cleaning up this place.
What are those posters supposed to be for?
Just trying something out, you know? Spreading word about you, what you're doing. Which one do you like?
Since this guy is gonna hang those up anyway, I might as well decide how people should view me. Do I want them to love me? Or fear me? I like that one.
Right on! I'll print up more of those and start hanging them all over the city. It's gonna be awesome.
Zeke is never gonna believe this one. I was really worried there, Trish. If anything ever happened to you, I don't know what I'd do.
If you really cared about me, you wouldn't be running around attacking innocent people, destroying what little they have left. You know, it's like you're purposely trying to undo all the work I've done. But what really upsets me is that it didn't have to be this way. You brought this on yourself. You can sleep downstairs if you want. Just stay away from me.
He stole my food! Kill him!
I probably shouldn't get involved in this. Alden's still running around, and if he gets away, Moya's gonna have my hide. I could zap that guy and cut him loose. Or maybe I just walk away and leave him there to rot.
By the time I got inside, it was too late. The place was slick with gore. Poor bastards never got any backup. If Zeke kept his post, they'd be alive now. And Alden would still be in a cage. Not sure Zeke's ever gonna forgive himself for this. Don't know that he should. That night we could hear the screams from Tent City. They were drunk on power, proud of their victory over the cops and over me. Now the race sphere seems farther away than ever. Alden knows we're coming. He'll prepare.
Cole, I'm at the hospital and Zeke is here. He's really upset.
Well, maybe he should check himself in for a while. Might do him some good.
What did you do to him, Cole?
I didn't do anything. It's Zeke's fault a bunch of cops are dead. That Alden is running loose.
You really expect me to believe that?
Believe it or not, it's the truth. Oh, crap. That damn thing is gonna throw the chopper's gas tank at me. And even if it doesn't score a direct hit, the explosion's still gonna mess me up. I could shoot the tank now, use it to blow off the Golem's arm. That'd make my life easier. But the explosion will incinerate all of those injured people.
Zeke yanked the ray sphere out of its cradle and was caught between Alden and Kessler. It was definitely time to escape, but he just stood there, petrified. You see, through the fear, he realized that the key to his dreams, the tool to make him superpowered, was right between his hands. Asshole makes the choice to kill thousands, stealing their lives so that he'll be transformed, and then nothing. Everyone's fine. No change at all. Kessler's first to grasp the situation. Claims to know what's wrong. If Zeke brings him the ray sphere, Kessler will be able to give Zeke the powers he craves. My best friend looks me in the eye and then makes his second mistake. Alden goes ballistic at the loss of the sphere. The tower shakes and it starts to rip apart. But I was just dumbfounded, barely felt the impact.
And it comes down to this, your final test. From one roof hangs Trish, the love of your life. From the other, 6 doctors. Think of all the good they'll be able to do, the thousands of lives they'll save. Which is more important, Cole? The life of one, or the lives of many? Bombs are attached to each platform. You have time to save one, but not both. Choose. I'm disappointed, Cole. Very disappointed. I expected more from you. Thought you'd be able to set aside your selfishness, see the big picture. Looks like I was wrong.
Trish!
Who the hell's Trish? Get me out of this!
Trish!
Time slowed down as Trish fell. All my powers, and I couldn't do a thing. For a second, she sprung to life, just long enough to say that she was ashamed of what I'd become. That God had given me these powers, and I'd squandered them, hurting others and thinking only of myself. I buried her in the park alongside others who died since the blast. Kessler's gonna pay for this. I'm gonna find that sick bastard, and I'm gonna kill him.
Why won't they obey me? That damn Kessler. But you'll show him, won't you? Yes. You'll make him pay for what he's done to me. The thought of you electrocuting him excites me.
Cole, come on, man. I know you're there. Please pick up.
I've got nothing to say to you, Zeke. As far as I'm concerned, you killed Trish. If you hadn't taken off with Kessler, she'd still be alive and we'd be out of this damn city.
What do you want me to say? That I'm sorry?
I don't want you to say anything. I want you to disappear. Because if I find you, things are gonna get ugly.
Broadcasting live. More information's coming in on the damn CDC thugs and the jackbooted bastards. It's only a matter of time before they... Hey! Stay away from me! I did what you... What are you doing? Stay away from what you said! I told you! Stay away from... I did what you said! I told you!
You know, I had that thing in my hands once. Kessler asked me to hold it while he adjusted some cables during a test. I could feel it pulsing, like something was inside it trying to get out. It's not right.
And everyone wants it.
That big lightning strike of yours should destroy its protective container. Then we can blow the sphere sky high.
How many lives has that thing destroyed? Corrupted. I can't risk it falling into the wrong hands. But it gave me powers once before. If I use it again, it could make me twice as strong. And then no one would dare challenge me. I pick up the ray sphere and instantly feel it leeching off me, humming and crackling, growing in power. As I activate it, I think of Trish, how she died, and I swear to myself that I will never let something like that happen again. Then John rips it away, telling me I'm crazy, screaming, but it's too late. The ray sphere breaks open, creating a vortex. It tears John apart, and I run. John and the ray sphere are gone, reduced to ashes, but I got what I wanted.
You were right trying to use it again. That's the kind of thinking that will help you face what's coming. Maybe you're not a lost cause.
For the longest time, I wanted nothing more than to get out of this city, leave it to rot. When I was staring at the ray sphere, I realized that there's no reason for me to leave. This is my city now. I control every inch of it, and no one is going to stand in my way.
Yes, I suppose it is that time. Meet me over by the Staten building.
After weeks of around-the-clock research, the CDC just announced that it has developed a cure for the Empire City Plague. Side effects are said to be quite mild, and the vaccine has a 99% success rate. Officials went on to say the distribution of the cure, administered by a single shot, will begin tomorrow. The hope is that the quarantine will be lifted within 1 to 2 weeks, an event that could include a memorial ceremony on Stampton Bridge.
I looked down at Kessler, reveling in my victory. And then I heard him whisper, "Trish, I love you. Please forgive me." Then he was on me, fingers digging into my face. As Kessler's secrets played out in my head, I finally began to understand. I saw his nemesis, a beast intent on extinguishing all life. In those early days, Kessler could have used his powers to stop it, but instead he fled with his family, leaving others to fend for themselves. Hunted for years, Kessler and his family watched as the rest of the world went to hell. And then it was too late to fight, too late to save anyone. In that moment of failure and grief, he used his newest and most dangerous power. He went on a one-way trip back in time, attempting to rewrite history. Kessler seized control of the First Sons and accelerated the ray sphere's development. Decades spent plotting the blast, organizing the quarantine, finding me. Yet the thing that drove him forward, Kessler's sole link to the past, was a picture from his wedding day, when he married Trish, with Zeke as his best man. My brain lurched. unable to accept that Kessler and I were the same person. That he'd come back in time to mold me into the savior he failed to be, going so far as to kill the woman he loved, I loved, so that I wouldn't be tied down by emotions. No. Kessler wanted me strong, ruthless, so that when I faced the beast, I'd be capable of making impossible decisions, all for the common good. And then Kessler fell back, dead. His final message, my final message, burned into my brain. I take one last look down at myself, my future self, and turn away, the rage curdling inside. I hate everything about Kessler, but when the time comes, I will be ready. Because of me, Empire City is a wasteland. I've taken this place down notch by notch, and it's never getting up again. Kessler thought he was preparing me to face some beast, that I'd be using my powers for the greater good. What an idiot. These powers are only good for one thing, letting me take what I want, when I want. In a place with no law, the strong take what they want, and the weak are their slaves, their playthings. And no one is stronger than me.